Start with the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Dear students of class 6, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome you in Pakistan International School types and virtual learning system. How are you, dear students? Hope you are well, fine, and working hard with your studies. And definitely, I must appreciate your hard work because many students are sending homework and even they are continuously attending the Zoom meeting, and even if they have any query question, they are asking. So it's good, it's nice symbol and sign, and even it's a sign of their interest towards the studies. So keep it up, dear students, and definitely it is the path where you will achieve your goals. Dear students, today we have English lecture number 38. This is grade 6, and we are going to learn novel today, Around the World in 80 Days. And the chapter number 15 of the novel, Around the World in 80 Days. And the name of the chapter is The Master of the Tankadere Runs the Risk of Losing a Reward of 200 pounds. This is the topic of today's and chapter. The Master of the Tankadere runs the risk of losing a reward of 200 pounds. And this is page number 89 to 93 on the novel book. And here's your teacher, Sarfraz Nadeem. Dear student, this is chapter number 15. And last lecture, we completed English B, New Brighter Grammar book, chapter 15. So we are now on novel Around the World in 80 Days. So let's start the novel. Heavy heart, dear students, definitely please open your book of the novel, chapter 15. The master of the Tankadere runs the risk of losing a reward of 200 pounds. The voyage of 800 miles was a dangerous venture in a craft of 20 tons at this time of the year. But John Bunsby had faith without reason in the Tankadere. Tankadere is the name of the ship, dear students. When the tanker reached the open sea, Mr. Fogg said to the pilot, I do not need to advise you to use all possible speed. Trust me, Your Honor, we are doing our best and the wind will help us reach our destination. On November 8th, the first day, the boat had gone more than 100 miles. John Bunsby was in high hope. He assured Mr. Fogg that they would reach Shanghai in time. On the third day, the sea became very rough. The wind began to blow hard and the sky predicated a squall. Dear students, the gale here means the wind is strong. John Bunsby observed the sky and said in a low voice to Mr. Fogg, can I speak to you, Your Honor? Of course, we are going to have a squall. The squall means a violent gust of wind. Is the wind north or south? Asked Mr. Fogg quietly. South. Glad it is a typhoon. From the south, for it will carry us forward. Typhoons, dear students, its all means the wind, or you can say the sea kind of wind, which comes in a very speed. The gale soon began to blow fiercely. The Tankadere was lifted like a feather by the wind. 20 times she seemed almost to be submerged by these mountains of water which rose behind her, but the adroit management of the pilot saved her. The Tankadere kept on moving steadily on her northern track. Now, dear students, you can see over here in the picture as well that the a ship is over there and there's the lots of gale and the wind, and it's a kind of high mountains of the water is going to be formed before and after the ship. By the evening, the wind began to blow from the northwest. The boat shook and rolled terribly. At night, the storm increased in violence. After consulting with his crew, Bunsby approached Mr. Fogg and said, I think we should make for one of the ports on the coast. I think so too. Which one? Shanghai. The captain was speechless in the face of such determination and tenacity. Had the student, the word mean tenacity means firmness. Means firm means as someone who is quite uh, firm that he believed that I will do this thing, and that it's called firmness. Well, yes, your honor is right. He muttered. The night was really terrible, and it was a miracle that the craft did not founder. Founder means to fill with water and sink. So it was a miracle that it's even there was a lots of wind and gale over there, but uh, ship was fine and okay. They reappeared. The tempest still raged, but signs of calm began to appear by noon. The passengers, thoroughly exhausted, could now eat a little and take some rest. Passengers, dear students, were definitely worried about the gale, about the wind like this, but they were now cool and calm. The next morning at dawn, John Bunsby sighted the coast. He calculated that they were within 100 miles of Shanghai, 100 miles, and only one day to cross them. That very evening, Mr. Fogg had to arrive in Shanghai if he did not want to miss the steamer to Yokohama. At 6 o'clock, the boat was still 10 miles from Shanghai, and 7, they were still 3 miles away. The pilot saw that the reward of 200 pounds would escape him. He looked at Mr. Fogg, who was perfectly at peace with himself. At this moment, a long black pipe emitting smoke appeared on the edge of the waters. It was the American steamer leaving for the Yokohama at the appointed time. Mr. Fogg told the flag to be run up at half mast, this being the signal of distress. It was hoped that the American steamer would change her course and join the pilot boat. Then Fogg ordered fire, and the cannon on the deck resounded in the air. And cannon means it's a heavy gun. So, dear students, this is the chapter number 15, and we learned today. We have exercise on page number 93. So, let's see what we have exercise. Yes, we are here on page 93. We have exercise. You can see on your book as well. Same the page you have as well. So let's see questions and exercises. Chapter 15, the master of the Tankard runs the risk of losing a reward of 200 pounds. Here we have questions, dear students. 4 questions are given and we have to write the answers. So answers are already done by me in next slide. Second exercise, we have match the following words in the list A with their antonyms in list B. Dear students, as you are well aware, what is the meaning of the word antonym means opposite meaning, anti meaning, in other words. Like we have rough. Rough. What is the opposite meaning of the rough? Yes, the opposite meaning of rough is smooth. What? Smooth. Number 2 word is honor. What? Honor. And what is the meaning of the honor? Sorry. What is the antonym word of the honor? Disrespect. Actually, the meaning of the honor is respect, but if we will get the antonium of the word, then it will be disrespect. Number 3, forward. Number 3, forward. So forward means uh, before. Now it will be the meaning. It will be backward. It's because we are writing. Keep in your mind. Antonyms means opposite meaning, anti meaning. Number 4 is increased. Increased opposite meaning is decreased. Okay. Number 5, reward. And then it is punishment. Because if someone will win something or if will achieve something, he will be given a reward. But someone who will not achieve definitely will get punishment. So the antonym word of the reward is punishment. Number 6, perfect. Perfect means accurate. And so the meaning antonym word of perfect is defective, which is not accurate, not perfect. And the last is peace. Definitely, you know very well the antonym. What will be the opposite or the antonym of the peace? War. So this is the word war. Peace and war. So dear students, the exercise 2 is done by me before you. Like the words were given and even anti-words were given, but what we have to do to match them. And then we have exercise 3, who speaks these words and to whom, when and where. And exercise 4 is use any 5 of the following words in sentences of your own, like craft, destination, examine, miracle, exhausted, reward, appointed. So these are the words. Now what you have to do, only you have to select only 5 words and you have to use in your own sentence. Okay, like destination. We have reached the destination on time. Or reward. When I win the game, I got the reward from my team like this. Or appointed, Ahmed is appointed as a manager in the firm or in any company. So like this, you have to use in the sentence. So let's have a look what we have the answers for these questions. And then you have to do these 3 and 4 exercise will be your homework. Let's move to slide. We have exercise 1, dear students, question answers. And number 1 question is, what was the risk the Tankadier was taking? Now, what risk the Tankadier took? Now, what was the risk? The voyage of 800 miles was a dangerous venture in a craft of 20 tons because it was definitely heavyweight over there. And even the wind was not good. And that's why. Number question 2 is describe the effect of the gale on the tanker. Means gale means a wind or which just came. What was the effect? The gale soon began to blow fiercely. The tanker was lifted like a feather by the wind 20 times. She seemed almost to be submerged by these mountains of water which rose behind her. But the adroit management of the pilot saved her. Means, dear students, it was dangerous gale. It was a difficult time for Tankadier, but what happened? The gale soon began to blow fiercely, and the Tankadier was lifted like a feather by the wind. Definitely, it's a heavy wind, it's a powerful wind. Even the Tankadier, the ship was quite heavy, but before that wind, it is like a feather, and 20 times the ship seemed almost to be submerged by these mountains of water. Question number 3, dear students. How did Fogg overcome the hurdle? So answer is he ordered to make Shanghai one of the ports on the coast. That's why they became uh, overcome. He became overcome on the hurdle. And question number 4 is we have what did Mr. Fogg do to make a signal to the American steamer? What kind of signal he did? So the Mr. Fogg told the people to flag to be run up at half mast, this being the signal of distress. So this was the dear students. Uh, Now we have homework, dear students. What is the homework? Your homework is on page 93, definitely. And first exercise 3 is that who speaks these words and to whom, when and where. So if you will open the page number 93 of your novel book, you will find this 3. Now what is given, trust me, your honor, we are doing our best and the wind will help us to reach the destination. Number 1 and number 2 is glad it is a typhoon from the south, for it will carry up us forward. Now, who said these words and to whom and where and when they said these words? So you have to do your home at home this exercise. And second exercise 4 is use any 5 of the following words and sentence of your own, like words, craft, destination, examined, miracle, and exhausted, reward, and appointed. So these are the words, and all these both exercises are present on page number 93, dear students. You can see and you can solve it. If you have any query, any problem, you can ask me on my WhatsApp number, or you can come just after this lecture on Zoom meeting. You can ask me. So I think this is quite easy exercises for you. Even I told you few words, how to use in the sentences of your own, and then these words, who spoke these words and to whom and where and when. It's quite easy because you have to read the chapter 15 twice, thrice, then you will go through. And if you will write the answers by your own, then it's good and it will be welcome. The next lecture, what will be the next lecture, dear students, after this? Inshallah, we will learn chapter number 25, and the name of chapter number 25 is the library, and that is definitely the guided English introductory book. So next chapter lecture will be chapter number 25, the library. Dear students, this is all about today's lecture. We have done our lecture today, chapter number 15. I wanted to recall your memories that today we completed the chapter number 15 of the novel Around the World in 80 Days. And it was the topic, the master of the Tankadere runs the risk of losing a reward of £200. We completed the exercise question answers and antonyms words. We matched the column, and then also homework is given to you, exercise 3 and 4. Use the words in your own sentence and told that who spoke these words into whom. So this is all about today's lecture, dear students. If you have any query, any problem regarding today's lecture, you can just come after this meeting on Zoom. I will be there and definitely will answer your questions. But if you don't have any query, any problem, even you have to attend Zoom meeting, because definitely it's not a Zoom meeting. In other words, it's kind of attendance. So thank you for joining and hope you understood the things, and have a good day and good time ahead. Thank you and Allah Hafiz. Goodbye.